Good afternoon, my friends. We are here today at Universal Orlando because we do have yet another massive update for HHN 34. We do have some huge information on the type of food items that will be coming to the event this year. We also have a major construction update around the entire park. But lastly, I do want to talk to you guys about the huge changes from the event last year to this year, because there has been so many notable changes to HHN 34. So enough talking, let's go ahead, get in there, have a great time, and dive in. Last time I was here, there was no vines and greenery on these gates, but now we have a bunch of greenery on the gargoyles and the gate itself. This is so awesome, man. I love the small details they be putting on everything, especially this year. They are going all out. Whoa, 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 look at what we have here. So it seems we have two trusses right here. Those are brand new, and then they also have added this one right here. This may be a directory right here. That's what I'm assuming. But regarding to these two trusses, this is actually one of the major changes that I was gonna talk about, because I mentioned in my last video that they were gonna bring two houses here, and this is exactly what it looks like. So this will be the warning banner is what I'm thinking. And then since they have this long truss instead of one of those portals, that means we're gonna have two TVs probably on these, and then probably some signage right here also. This is just pretty cool to see this right here, and I think we're gonna go through this with two houses and then exit probably the entrance of Rip Ride is what I'm assuming. So we will see, we will see. I wasn't gonna really talk about this because we kinda already know. I feel like most people know at this point, but this is also a massive change, is that they're bringing back the open scare zone going all the way down past Minions. I'm so excited that they are bringing this scare zone back, and I can't wait to see what they have for us in this one. So this is what I was talking about. You see how we have this one portal right here instead of the large truss? Because there is going to be only one house in this one, and it looks to be El Artista is what will be in this Music Plaza location. That is pretty cool. I did say that this house will be in this area in my last video, so it's good to see that it's pretty much confirmed. Another huge update right here, guys. So they have added a large truss right here. Now, I don't recall that being normal. I don't know why they have that. Maybe they're gonna add another house going through this way. Maybe there's gonna be two lines. I wonder what this huge truss is for. We also have a Want a Fanta booth right here. So we're gonna have an alcohol or cocktail beverage stand right here, and we also have one over there. We never used to have one here, so that is a new spot and a new location, and that's one of the major changes I'm about to talk about also, because it's not at the other location we had last year. But this is pretty neat. I like the design on this. Looks way better than last year. So with El Artista over there in the Music Plaza, it's possible Terrifier could be right here, because we usually have IPs in this location also. It may be Grave of Flesh over here. That could be what's going on. We'll see. Seems we do have a POS booth right here for this clown food booth, which I think will be the Twisted Tater one. That's what I'm thinking. And then we also have a POS food booth over here at Clown Cafe, and the lights look lit up right now. Yeah, they are lit up. So these lights are actually lit up. We may get a good look at this tonight to see what it really looks like. But that's pretty awesome. And then they got Art the Clown face plastered on this one, and it's plastered on this booth. Then we have one right here, which is for the Y6 food booth. And oh, wait a minute, that's lit up right now. Oh, that's awesome. So we may be able to see what all this will look like at nighttime, but it is pretty cool that they have the TV, the static TV that they usually use. That is gonna be awesome. I wish they would have actually had like a TV here with the static going, but hey, nevertheless, I love this. Also, I want to mention is that I was told this is AI, and when you look close, it is definitely AI. Come on, Universal. Also, before I leave this spot, I was just told that this is AI, and when you look closer, they definitely used AI on this. Come on, Universal and HHN. You guys could have easily did this by yourself. Why use AI for, especially an iconic group, the Y6? I know Michael Aiello will be pissed about this, but hey, that's what we got. They also have lights added to this one right now. When it gets darker, I'll come back and do this, so stay to the end of my video. I'll show you all these food carts at nighttime because they look awesome. But that is pretty cool, and they do have a POS booth station right here, so you can go purchase your stuff right here. And last year they had both booths over there, so they're changing up and adding one booth here to purchase your items, which I love because the line was long over there. So this would be nice. No way. They have added the toxic waste finally here in Mutation Toxic 20s. This is one thing I have been asking for a while. If you guys have been watching, I am so happy they added it here and in other locations also. I'll show you, but this is awesome, man. I love this detail. Same with this one right here. They got it all over the flowers. It's up here. Oh man, this toxic waste is awesome. I love it. And it's hard, it's not soft, so it's not like a foam-like substance. But man, this is cool. I love this. Check this out, guys. They have added more structure in here. It looks like they have like a pillar from a mausoleum. That is pretty cool. Love that. That is huge. Wow. That is awesome. And then oh wow, they got a broken one right here. That is nice. And I think the broken piece is right here. Okay. All right, HHN, I'm digging this. Now, my only issue is this right here. You see all these crowd of people coming out from Mummy? Imagine this flow plus people coming out of the tribute store. This is gonna be tight. I don't know how I feel about that, man. I think it's gonna look awesome. I think the tribute store is gonna be nice. But that flow from Mummy in the tribute store is going to be insane in that little packed spot. I don't know how this is gonna be, but how do you guys feel about the tribute store and the Mummy colliding to each other? Ah, man, we'll see. We will see. So right here, they removed the body that was on top of this little can. It is not there anymore. I wonder what happened to it. That is interesting. Maybe they'll bring it back. Something happened. We'll see. They also added some toxic waste on this little newsstand. That is pretty cool. I love it, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. I want more of it. I want more of all this around the entire New York area. Please, HHN, bring it. This is awesome. It's making the scare zone look 1,000 times better. That is nice, man. They also have the toxic waste right here on this stand. And one thing that I did realize is that this body has toxic waste underneath it. This must be like a barrel. I think it is that might be a little BlizzCon barrel. And then there's toxic waste right here. This is also another BlizzCon barrel. You can see it. This is the barrel. So I don't know what's underneath here. I won't touch it, but there's definitely a body underneath here. Maybe it's one of the mutated humans, but that is pretty cool to see. And there is another fog machine back here. And these are the new ones. So these are the enhanced fog machines they were talking about at the press conference. So we're gonna have that enhanced fog machine in the scare zone. That's pretty nice. Over here by Fast and Furious, we have another portal right here. And they have moved it. So we're not walking over there like we did last year in Major Suites. We are right here now. So we may be going back the old way, who knows? But this definitely will be Jason Universe. Yep, you can see it. That's his mask right there. So this will be Jason's Universe's portal. That is pretty cool. And it's pretty interesting that they got the portal right here rather than over there. Because last year we did have it over there. So I can't wait to see how this will be done. So this is where the other major change is at. We will not have a bar back here anymore. The reason why I say that is because we have that new Fanta station, a Wanta Fanta station, over by the Music Plaza. Now, we have 2 of them over there and 2 of them over there by Nightmare Fuel. So I don't think we're gonna have a bar back here anymore, because last year we only had 4 total of the Wanta Fanta, and one of them was back here, and they haven't moved any chairs, they haven't done anything back here. So I'm suspecting that we're not having this back this year, which is kind of depressing. I liked it. It was low key, it was nice, it was chill. This was one of my spots to go to when I was like rushing to get a drink and go to a house. But now the other one's gonna be so packed because it is in the most popular area, which is New York. New York will be crowded this year, guys. So just giving you a fair warning. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and talk about the food items that will be coming to HHN this year. So the Today's Show had dropped an exclusive report on some of the items that will be coming to HHN. Now, it's not the entire menu for each cart, but it's like one of everything from each cart. But this is the menu that they have. First off, we have the Yum Yum Devil Eggs, which would be at the Fallout food booth. And that is pretty much features a coconut anacota egg stuffed with bright yellow pineapple whipped ganache. Then we have the Clown Cafe Bloody's Popcorn, which would be Terrifier. And this handheld snack features crunchy popcorn chicken, pepperoni, and marinara blood sauce topped with Parmesan cheese. Then we have this grilled corn at Jason Universe food booth. And one thing that I'm very interested to try is the crushed flaming hot Cheetos on it. That seems delicious. Next, this would be at the WWE Horrors of the Y6 booth, and that would be Huskus Muscle Man Slop. This item brings savory and sweet together with beef sloppy joe, jalapeno bacon, dill pickle chips, and cheese sauce. Next, we have El Artista's food booth, and they pretty much just have like churros with a bunch of different dipping sauces like dulce de leche, raspberry jam, and Bavarian cream. Then we have a plain cheese stick, which is the Cursed Carnival. Now we know exactly what that food cart is with the clown, and it's just a mozzarella cheese stick that comes with a spicy marinara sauce. Nothing too crazy, very simple. Now this is one I'm very interested about. Lila's Temper Tantrum Tendies. This will be at the Dolls Let's Play Dead food booth, and this will be golden chicken nuggets that comes with a choice of sauce of garlic parmesan with spicy marinara sauce or mesquite barbecue ranch with bourbon barbecue sauce. That sounds delicious and one that I am going to try. Then we have the Birria Beef Walking Taco, and that will be the food booth behind the Cat Lady of Crooked Lane. And it just has red onion scallions, Tostitos, and just the regular that we pretty much almost always have in a walking taco, but I am interested. It does have a little bit of different items inside of it. Then we of course have the classic piece of fries, and that you can find at Louis, or usually right across from the Cat Lady Crooked Lane, which would be at DreamWorks Cafe. So you can find them at those 2 spots if you want those. And the Twisted Tater Chips. So they are going to have Twisted Tater Chips instead of Twisted Taters. The snack comes with either spicy cheddar or ranch or vinegar, same seasonings as last year. And it's sad that they're not bringing the Twisted Taters back, and instead we're just gonna have some cheap chips. One dessert that I am excited about, which is this cupcake. It's the Five Nights at Freddy's, which will probably be in Louis is what I'm suspecting. This chocolate cupcake is inspired by a maniac animatronic in Five Nights at Freddy's. The cream cheese buttercream icing covered treat is filled with cannoli, cream, and a raspberry insert. That sounds pretty good. Now for the alcoholic beverages, we have the Radaway, which will be in the Fallout booth. And this will be a lemonade with chipotle pineapple mixed with spiced brown sugar syrup. Comes in a souvenir bag that is near exact replica from the TV series Fallout. Now that is awesome. I definitely have to get that just because of it being a souvenir now. Then we have the Starry Night Spritz, which will be the Terrifier booth. And this will be complete with a Grand Gala orange liqueur, cranberry juice, and I'm not even gonna try to butcher it, but it starts with the C. You see it right there with the rosemary sprig on top. Now, one I'm very interested in is this Crystal Lake coffee, which will be at Jason Universe. It's made up of caffeine, alcohol, and dessert combined, and it will be made up of Seagram's 7 whiskey, creme de cacao liquor, cold brew concentrate, and toasted marshmallow syrup. Now, this is one that I'm probably gonna be hitting first, which is the Y6 drink, and it is light V-Way, and it is made up of 2 different moonshines, which is White Lightning moonshine and also a peach moonshine with some simple syrup and Seagram's tonic water. this is going to be delicious, and I can't wait to get my hands on this. Now, the rest of these are not themed, but we have this packed mule, which looks pretty delicious. I'm not gonna lie, I'm definitely gonna try that. I'm gonna try all these drinks. And then we also have the bloody sour, and that looks pretty good also. I'm definitely gonna be trying these. And then the spicy Jackarita, that is a pumpkin beverage. That is interesting. We'll see how that tastes, but it is a tequila drink, and I love tequila. And lastly, this witch's brew. So these drinks, they look pretty good. I can't wait to do a drinking challenge. You guys know I do them every year. So I will be doing a drinking challenge. I'll be trying every single one of these and more. Check this out, guys. They have the Black Phone 2 photo op right here. And it's actually gonna be in theaters October 17th. This is perfect. This is perfect. But man, this is nice. So seems like they're bringing back the photo op. We should have the grabber here like we had Wolfman last year. Hopefully, which I don't see it being a problem, that the costume will be spot on with the movie, unlike Wolfman's. Something that I do find interesting is that over here by Diagon Alley, they have a fog machine right here. Now, this fog machine could be because Art the Clown will be walking around, particularly probably in this spot to hide away from the crowds a little bit. But that is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I like that. Check out the Jason food booth, guys. This looks awesome. You see the lamp is actually lit up right here, and so is this one over here. So these lamps do light up. I didn't think they would, but they do, and I love it. I love this Jason food booth. And this is what I was talking about with them having a Wanta Fanta booth right here, which is normal. We usually do have one over here, but then we also got another one back there, which we'll get to it. But yeah, they have two Wanta Fanta beverages carts right here. And I don't think we're gonna have our bar back behind Lombard's anymore. And this is where the other Wanta Fanta beverage, alcoholic beverage or mocktail cart, which is right here. So we got 4 of them, 2 here and then 2 in the front of the park. And I don't see any lights. Very surprised. Oh wait, there's a light right there. It's just not on. Okay, so it does have a light, but they just haven't turned them on and testing them out like the others. One thing I do want to mention is that they are testing the lights inside all of this right here by Nightmare Fuel. These are lights for the events. It goes way down there. That is pretty cool. Love it. And that's that turquoise blue that they were talking about, and a regular blue, but they got the colors for the event right here. The color of these lights actually go way out to here past Man in Black and way over there where we have another portal at, and that portal should be Doll Let's Play Dead. That's what I said, so let's go check that out and see if I'm correct about that. So here is our other portal right here, and let's see, which one is this? That is Dolls Let's Play Dead. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that is definitely, you can see the ABCs right there. So this will be officially where Dolls Let's Play Dead will be at, which you'll come through right here. Look at that, man. I love this color. It's beautiful. The turquoise blue and like the light blue. I love it. I love it all around the park. You can see it way down there also. It's the same color. This is nice. And then we do have another portal over here by Simpsons. And I said this would be Hatchet and Chains in my last video. Let's see if this stands correct, which I have a feeling it should be. Yep, you can see it. That would be Hatchet and Chains, guys. I know it's tough to see it, but that is definitely Hatchet and Chains. Pretty neat. So this will be where Hatchet and Chains Q. You'll walk through here and you're probably out there on the other side. And then we do have the food truck POS for Dolls Let's Play Dead right here. Now, for the next massive change that is coming to the event is one I'm sure a lot of you guys probably already know, which is Stay and Scream. So Stay and Scream is a little bit different this year. We're not going to just be walking through New York and just being all clustered in that area. This year, you're gonna receive a band. You can get it at 3 o'clock. At 4 p.m., you are able to actually line up inside the queues themselves. And that helps a lot because one, now it should speed up faster for the process of getting inside the houses. The line will already be at the front of the door. You'll be able to actually calculate how long the line really is rather than trying to calculate it from the Stay and Scream location. So this is huge for us, and I actually like the change. And with this lining up, they said Fallout will be at, I think, 5:15. We'll start going in at 5:15, and Terrifier will be going in at 5:30. Now, we don't know any information on the other houses, unfortunately, but it is good to know that we are able to just get in the queues now. I have been wanting that for so long because New York can get so crowded being in that little holding area. It sucks, but they are changing it up and I love it. And I think it'd be a much smoother process. People will get in the houses faster and the wait times probably won't be as long like they were when they initially started doing Stay and Scream. So how are you guys feeling about Stay and Scream changing? I think this is going to be a great idea. Hopefully there's a house that they'll let us in even before 5:15. Who knows? But that is pretty cool. So yes, even over here by the HHN bar, they have the same turquoise blue and that blue light. They don't have any blue lights or turquoise blue over here, but I do see a light on at the moment right over here. So it looks like underneath this will actually be like an orange reddish color. Oh, it's changing. So it's an orange and red color is what I'm thinking this will be. And this should be around the entire way. Oh yeah, it is actually. Okay, so they are testing this side out. It'll be like an orange red vibe here at the HHN bar. I do wonder what these light colors will be like. Can't wait. Can't wait to see what characters will be here also. Wait a minute. These lights are green. Have they always been green? I feel like they have not always been green. Okay, I can dig this. I like the green. This whole section is just so colorful. It looks like a rainbow. There's just so many different colors. But let's go ahead and check out all the food carts that are lit up right now. Man, oh man, this looks beautiful. Wow, I love the Clown Cafe food booth. This is awesome. This is probably better than any food cart that we had last year. I love the color theme on this. Wow, this looks nice. And then they have this Cursed Carnival food cart. Now we know exactly what it is called. And his eyes lights up red. That is fire. I love it. I love it. That is cool, man. And underneath here is red also. I like this booth a lot. And then look at this one. The Firefly Funhouse. This is beautiful. Jeez. This is so beautiful, man. They did an awesome job on the food carts this year. Almost every single one, honestly. This is so nice. We also got Fallout over here. Now this not special. It's still nice, but it's not special like that one in Art the Clown's booth over there. But it's still, nevertheless, a nice food booth. And lastly, we have El Artista's food booth, and this looks awesome. I love how the stained glass is lit up. This is nice. Well, guys, that will be it for today's video. How are you guys feeling about the food items that we have for the event this year? I'm gonna be honest, I'm not so excited about them. They look kind of plain. Some of them look disgusting. There's a few that I like. There's a few, very few. Luckily, it's not the entire menu and it's just a portion of it. Hopefully we have better menu items when they officially come out with the menus. But which one was your favorite, if you did have one, out of everything that I did read from that menu item? But if you guys did enjoy this video, go ahead, smash that like button, share, turn notifications on, and most importantly, subscribe. And you guys have a great rest of your night. See ya.